All right, the Headless Horseman from Washington Irving's Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
A classic.
It is a classic. It's a great little story.
Yes.
All right, favorite versions of Sleepy Hollow, go.
Oh, the Disney version with Bing Crosby.
Boom, 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 boo, boo, boo.
That's the one.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Bing Crosby's great in that.
He's awesome.
Narrates it, sings, and it's
animation.
Disney, so the animation is
Right.
fantastic.
It is.
And I think it was probably the first one I ever saw.
I think so too.
I saw it before I read the story.
Yeah.
Great. It's my favorite.
Yes.
So you picked a good one to start with.
Yes.
But there are others,
Yes.
like
The Tall Tales and Legends version with Shelley Duvall.
the Shelley Duvall hosted. And
Right.
who plays Ichabod in that one?
Ed Begley Jr.
Ed Begley Jr. A tall drink of water. He's fantastic.
He is.
He's great.
He plays that
as
part perfectly,
Ichabod.
I think.
You know who else plays their part perfectly? Tim Thomerson doing Brom Bones.
Yes.
He's great.
He is great.
But who else is in that?
Beverly D'Angelo plays Katrina.
She's funny.
Yes.
Everyone in that is funny.
They are.
I mean, great actors, yeah, but hilarious.
Yes.
And I think even Charles Durning,
Yes.
he narrates it, and
Fantastic job.
they load those guys up with a lot of jokes too. It's a really
yeah,
funny
it's
version.
funny.
It's only about a half an hour long, right? Like
Yeah.
it's short,
I feel it's short.
and it was a television
quick.
thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's available. I think you can get it. And I think we watched it online one year before I owned it.
Yes.
You know what I like about it is that kind of like that filmed on video quality.
Oh, yeah.
And also that a lot of it seems like, because of the way it's staged, it feels like watching a play.
It really does. Yeah.
There's some outside scenes, but most of it seems like you're watching a small set on a play, and it's a good version. I like that too. I watch that every year.
Me too.
You know what other version is good that I don't know if a lot of people have seen it?
Which one?
Maybe more than I know. There's a Canadian version of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
You've seen it. I've shown that to
Yeah.
you. And Brent Carver plays
right.
Ichabod Crane. I think he's a talented guy. I think he might have won a Tony for something at some point, but he
Awesome.
plays a great Ichabod Crane. He plays scared really well, and
Yeah.
also very supercilious and very snobby. And he's a great Ichabod. He's exactly what you want Ichabod to be. And I don't think that's I don't know if it's available or not. I own it.
Good.
That one has an ending that changes the ending of the story a little bit, just slightly.
Right.
Just slightly, though.
Okay.
So I give it a pass. I also give a pass to others that change the story a little bit. Like there's one that changes it actually more than a little bit.
Right. I know which one.
Which one?
The Tim Burton
The
one.
Tim Burton one.
Right.
Because it changes who Ichabod is.
Yes.
It changes kind of like his personality, and his
Yeah.
occupation, right?
Right. Yeah. I like him as a teacher, but in this one, he's a detective.
A New York City detective.
Okay.
Which is fine. It worked for the movie.
It
I
did.
have no complaints about the movie,
Right.
honestly. It really worked for the movie. And, it's that Burton spooky, dark stuff. So
Right. Yeah, the visuals are great.
the visuals, every scene in that is really pretty. And they got actors with really great faces, too, to play the townspeople. It's really great. Who else? Oh, and then Christina Ricci is in it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'll watch her in anything.
Great.
Oh, and Christopher Walken. He is one creepy headless
He
horseman.
is so creepy.
All right, what else you got?
The Jeff Goldblum one. I think it was also a
TV movie.
TV movie.
I saw it.
Yeah, he played Ichabod in that.
I've seen it. He plays a great Ichabod because
Another
he looks
great-
like Ichabod Crane.
Another great one. Yeah.
That was in the 80s.
Yeah, I think it was 1980.
So it was a young Jeff Goldblum,
Young.
lanky Jeff Goldblum.
Right.
Yeah, he was a perfect Ichabod Crane.
Was.
They could have stopped there, but for the fact that Brom Bones was played by Dick Butkus.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he did a good job. He did a
did.
fine job.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a good version.
It's a good version. It also messes with the end. It's one of those things like, oh, it's not a ghost. It's just old Brom Bones. But oh, that's a real ghost too. So, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I like it. I've liked every version we've talked about so far.
Me too.
Every version I watch as often as I can every year. And another one that I didn't watch this year, but I have to make sure I find it next year, is one that I saw when I was a kid in grade school. It's John Carradine narrates
Oh, yeah.
an animated version that is both fun and creepy.
Yes.
It's real short. It's like 15 minutes. And we watched it in class, I'm sure, in October. I think it was on a film, an actual film reel.
Nice.
I don't know if we borrowed it from the library, but it was like one of the one fun things we did in school that year.
Yeah.
But that's it has that animation that it's kind of trippy animation with really creative use of colors that feels really at home, like on the early Sesame Street episodes.
Right,
Remember that
okay.
animation?
Yeah, it was kind of a creepy.
Yeah, that
creepiness
stuff
to it.
scared me. Like if you were home watching Sesame Street alone
Yeah.
and some of those animated shorts came on,
Right.
I could get scared. with that.
Absolutely.
Capital I
Yeah.
and the kid that gets lost
Yep.
and he has to find his way back.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's the kind of animation that is in that version of Sleepy Hollow that John Carradine narrates. And John Carradine's creepy too. So it's a very, so look for it though. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
I'm sure it's on YouTube because I've watched it before. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can own it. I wish I could.
Another good version.
Another great. I've liked, what is that, 4, 5 we've mentioned?
Yeah.
They're all good. They're all great. But who is your favorite Ichabod?
No, I cannot pick.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Come on.
No, because they're all good in their
They
own
are
way.
all good in their own way. All right, that's fine. You can tell me off mic later.